welcome to the Gut Health class Plexus party. We're so excited that you're here and joining us today. We are going to get started in just a minute. I'm going to give it a second for everyone to find the video, and then we'll get started. And as a disclaimer, sometimes live videos can be a little funny, so if you lose us for a minute or if technology doesn't cooperate, you can click out of the event, or you can refresh on the event page, click out of the video, come back in, and sometimes that happens. So, and the video will be here afterward if you need to find it. So no worries if it freezes or whatever, we'll just deal with it. Live videos can be funny, and we'll just get through it, okay? So thank you for joining us. My name is Katie Tucker. I'm a mom of 3 little ones. I'm a registered nurse, and I'm a Plexus ambassador, and I love health, and I love learning more about gut health, and that's what I'm here to talk to you tonight. So thanks for joining us. Gut health is a big thing, and it's I'm sure you've seen a lot more articles and medical things and people talking about gut health, because it's definitely the buzzword lately, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about it and what that means for you and how to get a healthier gut, which means a healthier and happier you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited, and we'll just keep going. If you have questions, feel free to ask them, and I'll answer the questions at the end, okay? So what we want to first talk about is just our microbiome, and if you haven't heard that word, it basically refers to all of the bacteria and organisms that we have living on our body and in our body. And that might sound strange, but it is true. Every one of us has billions and billions of good and bad microorganisms, referred to as our microbiome, living on us and in us. And the large majority of all those organisms are actually in our gut. They're in our intestinal tract. In fact, they say that if you took 1 drop of fluid from your colon, you would have more than 1 billion microorganisms, bacteria, in that 1 drop. That's how much is in us. It is crazy. It's not a little bit, right? So the reason that it's such a big deal is that sometimes, obviously there's supposed to be more good than bad, right? They say that you should have 75-85% good bacteria to the bad bacteria, but sometimes the bad bacteria actually outgrows the good, okay? And that's not a good thing. So when that happens, that's actually called a state of dysbiosis, and that means that we have more bad bacteria than good in our gut. And that's not good, and that can wreak havoc on our health and on our body and make us feel really, really crummy, okay? And they say that actually 60% of Americans are in a state of dysbiosis. They have more bad bacteria than good. That's not a good thing, and that can explain a lot of the issues and the health issues and the energy issues and the weight issues that we have, okay? So things that can lead to an unhealthy gut, that was one thing that you just learned about just a minute ago. Thank you. Husband is helping.
Cutting your head off.
Oh, husband's helping me not cut my head off. That's really good. Things that can help us, things that can cause an unhealthy gut are things that you're probably familiar with, because even healthy people it can happen to. Things like our just normal modern diet, like processed foods and fake foods and dyes and artificial sugars and that kind of stuff. Stress. Who's not under stress, right? Poor sleep, or not sleeping enough, or not sleeping deeply. Just our environment, toxins and things in the air. Antibiotics. You guys, recent studies show that if you take 1 course of antibiotics, your gut bacteria and your gut microbes are affected for 1 year. A year. So it's not like, oh, it's going to take me a month to recover. A year, you're going to be dealing with this. Lack of exercise. I mean, normal stuff. So think of yourself, maybe, I know for me as a new mom, when I got antibiotics during my delivery, had no sleep for a while, wasn't eating great, was under stress, hello, it's like all of that combined, right? So it's no surprise even someone that would consider themselves healthy and ate healthy and did healthy things, yes, your gut microbes, your microbiome can be affected, and it can, cause a state of dysbiosis, which we just learned about. So research shows the reason that gut health is important, and first of all, it is so important. And if you look at in the newest medical articles and the newest medical things going on, gut health is everything. It's the biggest buzzword. It's tied to everything. But a few main things that it is tied to, 90% of serotonin is the mood boosting hormone, it's a happy hormone, is made in your gut. There are positive probiotic bacteria that are tied to when you have them. When you have the good bacteria, it can decrease anxiety, stress, feelings of sadness. This is huge. So it's tied to our mood. Melatonin. There's more melatonin made in our gut than in our pituitary hormone. So sleep. Melatonin is tied to sleep. Immune system. 70% of your immune system cells are in your gut. So if you're getting sick a lot, your gut's probably not healthy. Okay, and a lot of times if we get sick, what do we get prescribed? Antibiotics, which then wipe out our gut, which then leads to this whole cycle, right? Not that antibiotics aren't needed, sometimes they definitely are, but it can affect our gut. So it's this whole cycle that happens. If you're under stress, you have an anxiety, and then you're not sleeping well, that also is starting this bad cycle. So it all can be a cycle, and we want to get our gut healthy. Good gut health affects everything. Bad gut health, it can lead to weight issues. It can lead, and we're going to go into this more later, but digestion issues, food intolerance, allergy issues, sleep, inflammation, energy, mood, stress, anxiety, like everything, you guys. Like your gut health is everything. And so that's why it's so important to have a good gut health, to take care of your gut, because it leads to everything. They've tied autoimmune disorders to gut health. They've tied so much to gut health. Type in gut health and something, and you will find that it's tied together. And so it's so important that we want to get it balanced. So we want it to be balanced. So before I keep going, I'm going to talk just quickly about my story and how I came to Plexus, because it does tie into all this. I'm going to do a really quick version of it, but when I came to Plexus, I was basically a really tired mama. I had a little guy. I had actually 1-year-old twins, or no, almost 2-year-old twins. They were like 20 months. And then a newborn, and I was exhausted, and obviously I was tired, but it was at that time I just knew something was wrong. I had this crazy brain fog. I couldn't even function. I could hardly sleep. I was gaining a ton of weight. Even though I'd already lost the baby weight, I was like gaining it all back, and I had crazy sugar cravings, and I was moody, and I was tired. I was just miserable, and I knew something was wrong with me. And long story short, I had been to the doctor. He basically said, like, you're tired because you have kids. And I'm like, well, there's something else going on. Long story short, I tried Plexus, and my life changed forever. And I felt so much better, and the brain fog lifted, and my energy came back, and the weight fell off, and I felt like myself again, and I was not a tired mom anymore. And that's why I found Plexus. And then from there I dove into the world of gut health, and I tried to figure out, why is this so amazing? And I figured it out. And Plexus, the reason that we're here tonight talking about Plexus and gut health is because Plexus is a leader in the gut health industry. They are on all the top research. They are determined to be the leader in gut health, and they have the most amazing products for gut health, and they make it super simple. Sometimes when you're trying to kind of do the holistic health, live really healthy thing, it is really complicated. It's like a million things. You can't eat anything. You can't look at anything because it's like all wrong. Plexus makes it so simple, you guys. It's like a few products that change your life forever, and it makes it so simple to take care of your gut, to get healthy, to feel better. And that's why we love these products. So I'm here tonight to explain about gut health, and then I want to tell you a few tools that I can give you that are affordable and that are easy, that you can incorporate in your everyday to feel better, to take care of your gut, and to be better, to feel better. So I'm going to get started in going through our top products. These are all products that directly link to gut health and all have a certain role. So if you go back to the gut health scenario, and if you think of your gut like a garden, right? If you've been neglecting your garden like I did for a few months when long story, I wasn't living at my house, we had a flood. Well, I came back and my garden was full of weeds, right? Like a ton of weeds. And it just looked terrible, and it was totally overgrown, and there was some good stuff in there, but normally like you have all the good, beautiful flowers with maybe a few weeds, and when I came home it was like 80% weeds and like a few flowers mixed in, right? And that's a great scenario of when you're thinking about your gut garden, that you might have, it's supposed to be all beautiful, but it gets all messed up in a state of dysbiosis. So the first thing you want to do is weed. You want to weed your gut garden, okay? And the way you're going to do that with our Plexus products, we have our ProBio 5. And we have our BioCleanse, and these are the weeding part of the system that we have, okay? So these are gonna help to kill off the bad things in your gut, to flush it out, and to get things moving again, okay? So the ProBio 5 is the most amazing probiotic on the market. It's actually a probiotic enzyme antifungal supplement, okay? So it has the main things that makes it so special is it has the antifungal and the enzymes in it, and those are gonna actually break down the bad things in your gut. So it's going to break down that bad yeast, that candida yeast. That's what I had. That's why I was so miserable. It's going to break down all that bad bacteria. It's going to break down all the fibers and bad things that can just be sitting in there. And it's going to help to just break it all down and clean it all out, okay? The BioCleanse is going to help to flush it out. So you don't want to clean it all out and have it sitting there, right? This is going to help to flush it out. Now, some people read the word BioCleanse and they automatically think like, oh no, I'm not doing a cleanse, that's too scary. But it's not that type of cleanse. It's a gentle, daily, safe to be taken long-term cleanse. It just helps to keep things moving, okay? And so you take these just like once a day each, a few of these. Your ambassador would help you figure out the right dose for you because you start slow and work your way up. But it's basically going to break down the bad and flush out the bad, and it's weeding out the bad. If you think of your garden, the first thing you're going to do to take care of it, you're just going to pick all those weeds, right? Let's just get everything bad out of here. And that's what these are going to do. And the ProBio 5, I have so many people that have tried this, that have had crazy gut health yeast issues, that have tried like everything imaginable, including like the you can't eat anything but ice diet to try to get rid of the candida, and nothing works. And this works. It's amazing. It's like less than a lot of the probiotics on the market. Seriously, if you do yourself a favor, try ProBio 5. It's incredible. Okay, so this is the weeding part. So next, we're going to seed the garden with good things. We get rid of the bad, and now we're going to seed it with the good. And this is where our Vital Biome, which is our brand new probiotic supplement that just came out like a month and a half ago, comes in, okay? This has 20 billion CFUs per capsule. So what that means, to put it into perspective, ProBio 5, which is super powerful, has 2 billion. This is 20 billion. It has 8 different strains. 2 or 3 of them are specifically tied to reduce feelings of stress, anxiety, and feelings of sadness. Clinically proven to help with that. That's insane, you guys. That's so exciting. So Vital Biome, especially if you're someone that has those feelings of stress, anxiety, or sadness, you want to be on this. But really anyone should be on this. So we're weeding out the bad things. We're seeding it with the good things, right? 8 different strains. We have our cool little pamphlet here. I'm sure your ambassador could get you one if you wanted one. But other things, it just helps to reseed all those microbiomes. We have all of our cool clinical trials they did. Helps to reduce that GI distress, bloating, discomfort, digestion, immune health, relaxation, and mood. This stuff's amazing, okay? So we're weeding out the bad and we're reseeding in the good. Now comes the feeding. So our garden, we have it all weeded, we have it all seeded. We need to water it, right? We need to take care of it and nurture it. And that's where our Plexus Slim comes in. And this is our famous pink drink. You might have heard about it. This is the one your friends are posting the pictures of their Plexus Slim in the morning because they love it, because it's so amazing and delicious. And they actually just reformulated it. And the reformulation was amazing. It was so incredible. What they did is they actually added in a prebiotic. And what prebiotics do is they feed the good bacteria in your gut. So they're different than probiotics. Probiotics are the good bacteria. This actually feeds them. They feed the good bacteria in your gut. So it's actually going to help it all to grow even better, right? We need to feed it. They live off stuff. We need to feed it. This is a drink. All the other stuff I'm talking about are pills. This is a drink. So you're going to rip off the top, put it into water. Gosh, I would do it right now, but I already had mine today. But so you rip it into water. It can even go in ice water now, which is pretty exciting. It used to not be able to. It tastes delicious, like a raspberry lemonade, maybe something like that. Delicious watermelon raspberry lemonade type thing. You shake it up, drink it first thing in the morning. That's it. Some people do it for lunch. Some people do it later. For me, it gives me energy. That's why I don't want to take it right now, because it gives me a lot of energy. But it has less caffeine than a decaf cup of coffee. And it's incredible. What else it does is it actually stabilizes your blood sugar. So that's going to be huge, especially people, well, really anybody, but everyone from like someone that's diabetic to someone that is really into fitness. Stable blood sugar is super important for all of that, right? Not to mention your hormones, not to mention your just sleep patterns, all that. Stable blood sugar is everything. So this is going to stabilize your blood sugar. It's going to help to feed all those good bacteria, help to increase that good gut health, and it's delicious. It also, of course, helps with weight loss because it's called Slim, right? Now, the main reason it helps with it is actually because of your gut health. And as we talked about, with bad gut health, you're going to have, usually it's tied to higher weight. They did a study recently, not Plexus, this was totally separate, that they said that when they're studying people's gut bacteria, they can look at someone's gut bacteria and they can predict if a person is lean or overweight with a 90% accuracy based on their gut bacteria. Yes. So when you look at gut bacteria, it is absolutely tied to your metabolism, to your healthy weight, to all that. When they did the Plexus Slim, before they released this, they did clinical trials. And one of the trials that they found is that it increased different gut bacteria by 300%. It increased the lactobacillus strains, which is an important one for all kinds of stuff, by 365 times. It increased the Bifidobacterium strains by 290 times. And it increased Akromesia by 250 times. Now, Akromesia is a new one. Akromesia you cannot find in pill form. You cannot go to the store and buy a probiotic with Akromesia. However, when you take Plexus Slim, it increases it by 250 times. And what Akromesia does is Akromesia is clinically tested to help with your metabolism, with a healthy weight, with all that. So it's no surprise that people who take Plexus Slim are at a healthier weight, that if you're overweight that you're losing weight, because it helps with that. When your gut is healthy, your body's not holding on to the weight that it doesn't need. Now, if you were someone that's underweight or whatever, doesn't need to lose weight, you're not going to lose weight on it because it's not that type of thing. It's just going to help you get to a healthy weight, the way that your body was designed to be. And the way that most of America is that does need to lose weight, yeah, it'll help you lose weight. Is it you're going to lose 20 pounds in a week? No. It's healthy weight loss. It helps your body to be healthier. And when your body gets stable and balanced, you're going to let go of that weight you don't need. And you're going to feel a whole heck of a lot better too, because your energy's back and you're sleeping good and you're happier. And it's amazing. It's a Plexus effect, right? So one last product that I want to talk about before we head on with this party, and we have more drawings coming up, is the X Factor Plus. And this is our new, another new product that was released just at convention about a month and a half ago. This is our multivitamin. This is part of our, so we weed, we seed, we feed our gut garden, and then we protect it, okay? And this is the protection part. This is gonna take care of every cell in your body. It has so many amazing components. Not only does it have all the normal vitamin stuff, but it has mineral complex. So they added in 50 minerals in here. Amazing things like selenium and manganese and chromium and zinc and biotin and all kinds of amazing things, okay? They even have a gut protecting complex in here, so this is actually going to help your gut health too. They even added an ingredient that helps with menopause, you guys. I don't need that yet, but there's a lot of people out there that have crazy menopause symptoms that are desperate for help, and this helps with that. Menopause, and it's proven too. It's seriously incredible. What else? I don't want to miss anything. Oh, it's super bioavailable, meaning that like you're actually going to absorb it. It has aloe. It's going to help with absorption. Seriously, an incredible vitamin. It's all of our products are. I'm blanking on the word. Our money back guarantee for 60 days. So if one of these interests you, try it for 2 months, and if it doesn't like change your life, and get your money back. But we are so confident, they are so confident that it will, that we want you to try it. If you're looking at these and you're like, where do I even start? You know, obviously it's best if you're on all of them, but we know that's kind of overwhelming. Start with the triplex, and the triplex is the BioCleanse, the ProBio 5, and the Slim. Start with the triplex. It's these 3 products. They give you a discount when you buy it in the combo. Life-changing. You're going to weed out the bad. You're going to feed the good. You're going to feel so much better, and we know you're going to love it. So stay tuned. We have We have 2 more drawings coming up. We have 1 more short video, and we're so happy you joined us tonight. And if you have any questions, please, I will be answering them. I'll go back to this thing and answer. Let me go real quick if I can find the page. Let me see if I can go in here real quick and look if there's any questions. Oh, Kirsty White had a question. That's a great question, Kirsty. If you are someone with stress and anxiety, if you should take more than 1 Vital Biome, only 1. Vital Biome, the dose is 1. So just take 1, give it time. Gut health can take, a while. If you're someone with maybe a more gut health that needs some more work, it can take some time, but I would say just give it time and it will happen. You are allowed to take 2 slims a day. If you're someone that wants to take 2 a day, that's totally fine to take 2, and some people love taking 2, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, but for Vital Biome, it's 1 a day. And we can get the doses for everything else later. Contact us or contact your ambassador and we can get doses for you guys. I'm going to sign off here. Thank you for joining me, and you can ask more questions and I can answer them through typing later on, and stay tuned for our next drawing.